All right, guys. Last night on the stream, I know we talked about possibly changing the Intercontinental title belt. So that is exactly what we're going to do. Maybe. We don't know. We didn't know what we were going to do last time either, so. Need the base settings. We're going to look at strap design just to see if we could change anything up here. And this is usually how I kind of started out. Because none of the... It's funny, sometimes just even this makes a big difference. And there are, I learned, a couple of different straps also. So you got to kind of watch it. See, that's a different looking strap. There's some straps in here that I don't think were in there before. Or at least the options weren't in there before. As a matter of fact, we will do that one. Because it's right now we've got the women's. Is there anything in here we could change? That be the question. So usually we want to see right away, is there like a different relief plate in here that says Intercontinental? So we have a few different champion plates, but kind of the problem is if we're going to leave the word champion where it's at, there's not a lot of things that fit down there. And then I could have swore there were more things that said Intercontinental Champion. Huh. Hey, what's going on, Sentinel Brother? Welcome to the stream. So we don't have too many things. Well, we don't have anything else that I saw that said Intercontinental Champion. So So then, almost the only way, in my mind, to change this up almost the only way to recreate it, I guess, is to go through and completely recreate it. Or maybe we could just change up a side plate. I don't know what it is, just sometimes you want to change things up a little bit, you know what I mean? It's funny, you can do this if you watch the material, right? You've got white, but then if you took white here because you have it on metallic, now you have silver. That's how you make silver in the game. I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is the other part in this game. Watch this. We're going to put mirror to the other side, right? Accept it. Now we see this over here. Look what it does. That is not the mirror on the right side, but it puts us in a decent enough position where I don't have to go find the thing again. And I can adjust it and do the color thing. Pretty simple. And it is a way to get that earth picture flipped. So, one thing. Thanks, brother. Yeah, you know, when I go and I first start creating, let's do that. Let's do that and see where it goes. This is how I started out. Do one from scratch because I was talking about this in stream yesterday. So we have a faction war, and maybe creating one. These are going to be the new belts right now for when we face off, when TSW faces off against the WWE. I wanted them to have different colors so the men than the women. Women don't really have a faction war belt though. So we're going to go in here, custom championships. Let's just start it. We'll start it out. How do we get from this thing here to like really neat title war belt, or like a really neat belt. So I'm trying to picture, like in my head, we know we need multiple factions. DX, NWO, probably like some of the biggest factions that are out there, right? What's going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream, brother. Then we're going to want something. Now, see, let's do this. We don't have a belt quite like this one. So I'm going to leave the strap design. Oh, look at you. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Super cool. Yeah, we have the back part of it too. So let's just try this real quick. We picked white, right? Oh, see, the material's going to be overall. This is actually the bump steel here. This is what we used in our world title belt to get that off gold type effect. Yeah, so we're going to have to go default there, which means here, if we took this, ran it down a little bit. So we know it's going to be a faction war, right? From here, you got to kind of decide. This is what I want to see. So if we took something, so we could use this space right here with the black against it, right? We could take and we could put gold type material over it and then use it in the background. Or, man, so Bam, I even tested your wrestler out a little bit more last night. I'm a big fan of your wrestler. Bama's finishing move, Roll Tide. It'll make sense when you see it. Yeah, I'm glad you like it because I really liked it. So I was like, gosh, I hope he likes it. Ooh, look at this. Sometimes this doesn't go, this isn't where the normal one would go, right? And you can tell because it doesn't quite fit. So because it doesn't quite fit like that, I don't want to put it in there. There's things that like we might be able to do down in that space. Like that, right? At first you gotta take the idea, okay, this is kind of what I'm going for. And then I typically go through here and say, okay, what lines up and what fits in that space? And I try to start there. You can do other things like this too. Like you could take this star, right? Little star. What is going on, Angel? Bill's going to be tough this year. Right now we have a really interesting texture to the background. Now we're going to do this because I really wonder what the texture comes out like when we walk down the... Okay, so now we're going to create... This is how things happen. Matter of fact, can we do it with the side plates? The funny thing is if you are going to do something like that, you don't have to worry about what the rest of it behind it's going to be. Come on, where's this stuff at? There it is. We just take this. Yeah, don't get me wrong, we might circle back to that, you know what I mean? Getting a hardcore title involved. Maybe a little redesign on the hardcore title. So you don't have to redo it. You can go over here and go mirror to the other side, right? I'll show you why it doesn't always quite work that way, but man, we last night in that stream got two people subscribed to the channel. That's crazy. That's super cool. Just so you guys know what the overall goal is. It's about getting the watch time hours in. And about getting to 1,000 subs. So we need 4,000 hours of watch time. We need 2,000 subs. You think of everything we've done on the channel. And with 357 people right now. And we started with 252. So 357 people right now. We are outperforming channels that have 3,000 subs. That's crazy. This goes back to the thing like, yeah, like we've got to hit some numbers, right? There's some milestone numbers where we have to hit the things, but that's not what really matters. I would take 357 of you over anybody's other 1,000, obviously. And then you could take their 1,000 times it by 3, and we're outperforming those channels. It blows my mind. You have channels out there because you typically get, if you had 3,000 subs, you get about 10% of views, right? Except there's channels out there only getting like 1% of views. That's true. That is true. So, okay, let's mirror on this side. So we know it looks pretty, see what it does over here? Thanks for mirroring that. But it does save us from going and finding the thing. Well, it does have a little bit of useless dancing. But yeah, no, it's so unique. Like, it's funny. I've been doing YouTube since 2009. Not serious, obviously. You can tell by the number of subscribers. And then once we start kind of going at it a little bit more serious, we start growing. But that growth came because we found like our niche, right? We found the thing that we do, that we like to do, and that well, more than even that you guys like seeing. So it's just so funny because if you go back and you look at like me growing up as a kid, I used to do this anyway. Like I This is the one thing that I've been doing. I used to stat football. I have books and books of stats. I was only child for a long time. I say that because I have a lot of stepbrothers and a lot of half sisters. Love you guys, by the way. Um, but when I was younger, I was just me. It was only me. And hey, what's going on, JD? Welcome to the stream, brother. So, but I used to do this. I used to take wrestlers and pit them against each other and let the computer wrestle, and I'd watch it and then I'd stat it. You know? Okay. That is super interesting. Okay. Let's go back to the front plate. And now let's start making this into something. That's the other thing you can do then too. When you're building the base of your championship, yeah, it's interesting how we even got to this point, to be honest. Like, this was not the plan. I've never done one quite like this. I've done it on a smaller scale like this, but I haven't done one quite like this. Title belt, that is. So that's what you got to figure out. Do you want the all... And see, that one's... It's too hard, so we got, like, it's... Like, that's interesting. Right now, that... Like, the... Let's see what this does. Okay, so the reason that's not going to work is because we need it to be to say champions. Well, I mean, it could work, I guess. Let's just see if we can find something similar. Simulator. Similar. We don't want it to say tag team necessarily. That was originally what I thought I was going to go find. Ooh, you know what I really want to do? Now. That's what we want. Need to move the belt over. I'm like trying to look through my camera. Okay. Yeah. And it says champions too to top it all off. Okay, so we have that. I like how that I think look how this is gonna go in the light. I know this is probably taking longer. You're like, man, Frankie Two Fingers, just get to it. And I'm like, don't hold my ears, guys. I know what I'm doing. If you guys also can't tell, love the eagle. There's a lot of things you can do where you can tie the eagle back in, right? Now what we're going to want to do I also like these things because It's because of the texture, but we've already got some texture in here behind. Man, you start getting into some of this stuff, like there's a world. And I used to know how to do this. We're going to back this up. We're going to go into lettering. There used to be a way to do this where you could bend the word. Oh, wow. We just learned something new. There used to be a way. Okay. Hold on, we got to back this up. So this is all part of, like, this is part of doing this, like, seriously. Like, now, what if we put this in the middle? We bring this in. Since I can't bend it. I'll show you guys something else. Now, it's always best on these if you can see where you can do the outline. Even if that outline appears to be black right there. But that looks a little better. Now, here's part of the problem with some of this. If you emboss words, I used to never do this. But watch this. If we go in and we emboss this word, that looks good, right? But look on the back side now. Oh, they fixed it on this. They didn't fix it on your characters, though, so we can't. That's why we don't emboss the names on the back. Okay, so let's do that. Now, the only problem with doing it this way is now we can only do like that takes up, instead of taking up one thing, now it takes up two. But we just learned that we could do character spacing. So let's do that. We're going to go black on black again. Perfect. So this is going to be the Faction War belt that I wasn't sure that we would have. So how you get character spacing is you want to, once you have your word, press square while you can move it around, and then you use your D-pad and allow you to space the characters apart. So one more thing on the color. There we go. So if you guys can tell, right down here in color picker, the black is all the way down to this way on that one. On this one, it's not. That's why it doesn't look the same. So now we got it looking the same, so that's good. Yeah, no, it's a very good point, Sentinel. I had to do the same thing. Especially now at this point in the game, the problems that it was being caused to crash aren't there anymore because they fixed it. So, if your game is still crashing, do what I did, do what Sentinel did, uninstall the game. Sucks, but just uninstall the game, not all your save data, just the game, and then reinstall the game, and that seemed to work for both of us. Okay, Faction War Champions now. Yeah, no, losing data sucks, believe you me. Trying to get the feathers, see them? In the little slots here. Now we always want to add something that also makes your belts pop a little bit. I think I'm on Instagram too. If that doesn't tell you, I'm not very good at it. There be gold in them there hills, maybe are. Yeah. Remember though, with these title belts, sometimes less is more. So you don't need a whole bunch of stuff, but you want the stuff in there to make it pop. Let me look up and see what my username is. Hold on, let me see. I know I'm on there. Not very good at being on there, but... Okay, hold on. Yeah, Totes My Goat 01. But to be fair, I'm not very good at it, so there's not a whole lot of content on there. Okay. So we have this. One thing I always like to play around with is, okay, we have the blue, right? Does that blue work better? does the black work better? We're going to go with that for now. What's going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Okay, we're going to put 2 more things on here, I think. These are, and these are like cheap ways to break up what we have going on in the background right now. So you can go stars. You guys notice I got a lot of stars in. Oh, didn't know you could do that. Okay, so I don't like it because it's too small. So then the next thing, we have the big star, right? But we have this star. So this is along the same lines as what we have in the background, but smaller. Nice. And it'll just break up the texture a little bit, which is all we want to do. You gotta remember, some of these little details people aren't even gonna see, right? I mean, not in this kind of detail. Like the belt's not typically up in your face. So we got this. We have that. And then what we'll do, let's say a faction like DX wins the title, or the first one I come to. It'll really only work with like DX or the NWO. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's say Totes wins it. But see, then over the top of the belt, just like we did in Season 1 when the NWO was winning, all you have to do is put that. It looks like it's painted on there now, right? That's what I used. I found spray painted NWO symbol, so like you could put that on there. Now you got the NWO sign on there, right? So now, because this is a faction war title belt, we need to have factions on there, right? We need to have something like the NWO on there. So we're going to accept that. God, that's... The belt's almost too pretty. Too pretty, belt. That's the other thing. Like, look at that. You've got that kind of a background, and then you put like that Reaper. We're not putting the Reaper on there because it doesn't fit the thing, but this might be something we do. Look at how cool that looks. Man, I could stare at that all day. I would watch a video on that. I don't know. What I did is I watched a video on how to uninstall a game and keep your data, not back up your data, keep your data. And it told me to go in through a certain way and do it, and then um, uninstall it from a certain area. And then it only uninstalls the game. Like I uninstalled 2K19, and I think I did it from the library, and it only uninstalled the game, kept all my data. So now every time I reinstall it, I still have all my wrestlers, I believe. But I would find a YouTube video on that. That's where it's at. You guys are going to get to see Kamikaze Von Doom's new Hunter outfit, because I've got to go fix it now. Okay, so we need... Yeah, we're going to need the Horseman. Yeah, because I wouldn't want to lead you down that wrong road either, brother. And that's the thing, when you do embossing, that's 100%, right? You have to look and see what makes sense. Like, to me, it makes sense right in here. I don't need it all the way up. I need it slightly up to give that texture. And look, that horse head is smooth against that bumped in the back. I purposefully left some of the spots on the side. It's all texture thing. Okay, so we have a horseman sign. We need one more sign. And see, we don't have the NWO anymore. Maybe Power Trip. I wish I had a symbol for the corporation, because that's... Ah, that blows. Ooh. Maybe for right now, we put American Alpha on here. Now, what's funny about American Alpha's symbol, it's almost already. We could also put the hunters on there, but we're going to go right side. Now on the right side, we're going to need no. Yes. Yeah. We need the New World Order. We're going to distort their image a little bit, though. And I think we use this one because we can change the color. I'm going to change it to black for now. Hard to see, though. But that's why we use the embosser. Makes it a little easier. So So we have that one, and then on the right side we need DX. At least for the inaugural one. But this way we have the WWE and TSW, so they each get their own side. That's not to say that these are the 4 factions that are going to be fighting for it either. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. So almost done with this. You guys are about to see the new version, the Hunter version of Kamikaze Von Doom. If we could ever find DX's symbol, that's going to be the one. Now we take and emboss that, because right now, look, hard to see. We emboss it a little bit, much easier to see. So right now, this is a good point too. We're going to find out together. Right now, I think it looks really good. That's what I think. So let's get this. We're going to go... Yeah, let's just do this. Faction... Faction War... We're going to call this the Undisputed. Because we have Faction War titles, right? So this is going to have to be the Undisputed Faction War Championship. We'd need an S. Undisputed. 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 Well, for now. For now. Normally I keep the naming conventions the same here. But this is kind of a unique belt. Oh, we got to fix something else too. You can come in here and test out the different movies. Yeah. Movie 4, and then this is how it's going to be announced inside the ring. So we know Undisputed. Here's where you got to fight for some names, right? 'Cause there's no thing that says faction in here. So Undisputed Alliance. Team champions. Yep. You don't want to say tag teams because we have tag team belts, right? Male superstar, it's a tag, cruiserweight off, except. And then the strap in the same vein as the others. We're going to do one thing with Kamikaze Von Doom, and then we're going to fight for these title belts so we can see what they look like. It's easy to do the uploading of the titles because if you do the titles, you create the title. It's hard to do the wrestlers because if you uploaded the wrestler where it wanted to be uploaded again, but if you uploaded the wrestler where it wants you to upload the wrestler, the move sets aren't complete, the entrances are complete. It's very generic. Okay. So here is, because we have to fix one of his logos. Can't believe I missed this one last night. Super, super pumped up though about how this came out. There's Obama boy. Okay, Kamikaze. I get excited about making new hunters. I had to completely remake this. And I kept looking around for this one graphic, and I couldn't find it, and I just found it when we're doing the title belt. Should be right there. Yep. You know, bro. We'll add more things into these panels as we go along. Look at that hood. And normally they have also another mask, but because Kamikaze Von Doom has the skull, he'll be the first one without the mask. So I think how we do this. Heck yeah, man. Hey, and good luck tonight in the game. At the end of the day, guys, I'm a Bama fan and a Raiders fan, right? But I love football, so I like that people get passionate about their teams. And truly, like in college football, it's tough because if we added up everybody's national titles, like everybody's favorite team, and how many national titles they've won in the stream, it's still not probably 19. You know what I mean? So Everybody thinks it's easy being a Bama fan, but it's a lot of responsibility. Like 19 national championships. It's not easy. It's so messed up. I'm just kidding. I'm not, but I mean, I am, you know. But thank God for Bama because it's been hard to be a Raider fan since 2002. They've not exactly been lighting the league up. Hopefully that changes. Like it kind of turned a little bit last year. Like, yeah, I know they made the playoffs, and it's not easy to make the playoffs in football, but hopefully that turns. Okay, let's test something. So we go to roster, title management. There it is. The thing is, I think I don't have many tag teams. Like actual tag teams outside of. Let's see what. Okay. Just for now. Can't believe it allowed us to do that, but okay. Play 2-on-2, normal. Yeah, so they're not a tag team. Hopefully it'll let us do this though. And now let's get the new Hunter and Sentinel. Well, we've seen Sentinel. Let's look at Bama Boys one more time. Look at those, got two. Like two little peas in a pod. So I'm filled up right now. However, there's like there's two or three. I'm going to have two or three spaces. There are some people that are going to retire. For instance, Harvey Hogan retired. Like he's gone. He's not in. That's actually the space you took up. So, and I'm much happier with that. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong. I'm a Raiders fan, so you know I don't like the Chiefs or the Broncos or like, and I don't mean like how the Bills maybe they don't like whoever. The Raiders are on another level of dislike. You know what I mean? With a lot of teams in the NFL, but the Chargers. Oh, I just want to smack the taste out of their mouth. Just not the fans, the team. Everybody writing off their quarterback like he's the Messiah.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the Undisputed Alliance Team Championship. Introducing the challengers first, from New York, weighing in at 200.
I can't believe KVD's a part of the Hunters now. That's crazy.
Van Dude.
Hunters, man, looking strong. You got KVD, Sentinel, Dave, Stretchy. It's a tough group. I'll tell you what they have Sentinel. Like Sentinel's kind of like their big man right now. You know what I mean?
And his partner from New York, weighing in at 248 pounds, Bad Boy.
The 19 on that medallion, that's not a mistake. That wasn't an oopsie. That could be a 20 at the end of this year. Yeah, I really like how it came out. I have almost done other people in team colors like that and have went against it because I don't want this to be about Bama or this be about the Raiders or this be about the Bills or this be, there'd be golden in their hills. But something about this time where I was like, I think this makes sense. So come on, show us these title belts.
From Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 269 pounds, he is one half of the Undisputed Alliance Team Champions, the Outlaw Jay Wagner.
Now see what's funny about these different entrances? It'll make the belt look different. So he's got like a lot of white light coming down. Wait till you see Totes come out. That's why I picked the two different ones. I almost picked Cecil because I know Cecil comes out, but I think it whites it out too much. And this one should be dark, like the entrance, I think, is darker. I also thought these two were the tag team outside, but I must have got rid of it. Yeah, so this will be darker. Let's see what that does to the belt. This is my point, though. Okay, I'm liking it a little better. I didn't like it when Jace walked it down.
275 pounds. He is one half of the Undisputed Alliance Team Champions, the Reaper.
Ooh. So maybe it, like in a darker light to where the light's not just blaring on it. Yeah, there is. That's the 24/7. The 24/7 title belt. Like if you're talking real life belts. And I'm not sold on the light blue straps for this either. Women's are going to be pink. Like, that's an easy call. Since they're white already in their promotions, respective promotions, they'll be pink in the cross-promotional thing, right? The men's belts, I don't know, maybe red? Yeah, I live in Totes. Yeah, if you're live in Totes. I live in Huntsville. Really Madison, which is... Oh, TSW belts. No, I got rid of all of them. I got rid of all the belts that do that. Like the men's are black straps now and the women's are white. Hey Jane, welcome to the stream. We'll watch a little bit of Kamikaze wrestle and Bama. So I like the belt. What color do you guys think the strap should be for the men? Women are going to be pink. There's no getting around that one. But as far as the straps on the belts, what colors do you guys think? They can't be black. They could be yellow. They could be green. The Faction War title belt in Season 1, those were green, I believe, Rowdy. Dark blue. Yeah, maybe dark blue. So I was thinking red, dark blue. Well, that was quick. In and out. So Bama is on the lighter end, like a Danny Lads and a Kedry type of thing, but he's on the lighter end of the heavyweight. Yeah, Bama, if you're ever up in Huntsville, Madison, shoot me something on Discord. We'll stop somewhere and get a beer. That's for anybody ever in Huntsville or Madison. What do is send me a thing. Okay. So that's 2 for dark blue. Yeah, if you ever want to plan a special trip to come up, send one first, because you guys see how often I'm out of town. Matter of fact, tomorrow, today Thursday? Tomorrow I'll be out of town. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll come back Sunday though. Short trip. So what's funny when I do this and we're watching these things, you'll see things where you're like, let's fix that. I'll give you, for instance, if Jason's going to be my tag team partner, him in blue might not be the best thing, right? However, if you look at Totes, I don't want him in the orange either, the division orange. But maybe the green. Totes has a patch on him right now that says Fast Money Brothers, and it's in green, so maybe that's it. Look at Kamikaze's hood. Like, he's got the symbol, but he's also got the thing that comes along the side of it is that same hunter symbol that's on top, but we spread it out, and we only allowed part of it to show. God, look at Kamikaze. Gets the hunter. Gets the hunter title, and now it's on another level. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, he might be tough. Like, he's tough, but like he might really be tough. Same thing with Sentinel. Sentinel's kind of going back and forth, not really getting a good footing. Gets the Hunter title. On the next thing you know, he's on another level. Like, winning titles left and right, winning the other title like 3 times. Let's look at these. Edit. Yeah. So let's see. So we have that, but let's look at this. Hey, what's going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. Okay, so strap, colors. These are going to be, that's the men's, women's championship looks the same too. Slightly different, but pretty much the same. Okay, hold on. Let's just, for a second, let's finalize that real quick. Hey, what's going on, McWayne? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notifications. Amazing job yesterday. We actually picked up 2 subscribers in chat while the stream was going on, so that's very, very cool. Hey, what's going on, Eagle? Welcome to the stream. and I'm just letting it fly. Here's going to be the new tag team titles. Look, very simple, but you have the WWE symbol on one side, the TSW totes type symbol on the other side for the channel. Clash and tag team champions, right? So now let's get this one. Let's make it red. They're all going to be one color. They're not going to be like red, white. That'd be cool, red, white, and blue. But they're not. Do have to add a few things to the women's title. Maybe it's the blue. Hey, what's going on, PUBG? Welcome to the stream. Huh, well, something to think about. Let's get into editing. Old Dave Batista. Man, you guys can't hear the music, but like the whole time there's music going on in my ears. Yeah, Julie Justice has kind of a updated look. We have a brand new mat from Assemble. I deleted the old one. We have a new one. Looks, I like it. We'll see Matt wrestling a little bit more. Mr. Sifter. So we got, this is how this typically goes. You know what? I've been wanting to do this one forever. I love the idea of Tekrin. I'm not a fan of how she looks. We're gonna drastically change this right now. Edit attire. I'm gonna start here. So guys, if you've never been to see our shows, this is obviously a little behind the scenes stuff right now, where we're going to learn at least how I do stuff. Like there's 85 million ways to do things, right? But this is how I do it. But we create all of our own wrestlers. We create all of our own title belts. We create all of our own storylines, all of our own arenas. We put the wrestlers inside the ring. I do not control them. I turn the commentary off. I give the commentary. It's on another level. This is not the level it's on. It's on a different level. So if you haven't seen it, go check out on the channel one of our episodes from our shows. A lot of fun to hang out. We do it live, so I see it when you guys see it, which makes it a ton of fun as well. I wonder, so if you look at the colors, yeah, see, so that hair's not going to work. If you can't change the color of the hair ties and it's the same color as the hair, not going to work. So let's change this. I'm like the worst with eyebrows. So here's the problem. Okay, for now, let's just do that. Let's come back to the hair and fix this problem. Now, Tekren's in the Maniacs, right? So it's like, I love the idea of those ponytails. Gives you that Joker girlfriend vibe, right? Do we have anybody? Something about Mary right there, hairdo. Scott Hall. Okay, hold on. Now we're getting into something here. That is interesting. It's funny, we are about to take Tekren in a completely new direction. Completely new. Okay, let's say this was the hair. Okay. You guys are going to get to see this new-ish technique. Let's go to there. For some reason, I always like starting in the back. You can see it now if I move close up. So, like, just know it's working. Most of the time, like, I'm like, is this even working? Yeah, it is working. The thing about this that you want to make sure that it's doing is you don't want it so crazy that you're like, oh my God, it's crazy. You want to go with the contours of the hair. The problem is, and you'll see it here in a little bit, I'll zoom in. The problem is with this one, this hair that's raised up off the top of her like this is going to create a little more havoc down on her scalp. See? It's all right. It's all right. So we get a little bit of that in there, right? Now here's what happens if you get in too close without controlling. Got to control it, take it in the same line. Now I know this is probably a little bit boring, but if you guys want to make your cause look better, take a little bit of time to do this. It makes a huge difference. So we're almost done. Takes just a little bit of patience. But you see we went blonde and this one's coming out darker because we're doing a thing with the button to where I'm not holding down the button. We're doing this, kind of feathering the button, almost like you're feathering it in the Division 2 a little bit, except just longer bursts. Now something right here that's kind of cool, you can widen it out a little bit. Look at that, we get a little bit more. So you get a little bit more right there. We're going to shorten it back in, not all the way, but a little bit. That way we get just a little bit of blonde. There we go. That one is very subtle. That's what you're going for. You want the very, very subtle. I don't want to get up too, because you saw what happened to her head before. Now we want a little more blonde, so we have some of the darker stuff, right? Now we need a little bit more of the blonde highlights to come in. Now here, because it's the lighter color, I'm not going to go in closer to the roots. We're trying to go with the hair. So now that ends up looking way better on screen than it does if you just red hair. It's just like a blot of red hair, and you're like, ah. So the lipstick, it's not bad if it's obnoxious, right? Except we don't need it quite. There we go. That's a little bit better right there. Now the other thing we want to look at, because she doesn't have a face scan, so if you haven't put in like a face scan or a face texture, seriously consider putting a little face paint on the face, because it'll break it up so it doesn't look like necessarily another wrestler. Remember, she's part of the Maniacs. Like that, this here would not be out of the question. And all the Maniacs have some kind of face paint on them. See, that's another one. That's not bad. You're like, whoa, she's crazy. Whoa, she's crazy. Here's something else you can do. Not saying we're going to do this, but let's see what it looks like. You can take these different face paints and kind of combine them in there a little bit. Or if you don't like the lips, like the lipstick necessarily, you can do that. See how using that, you bring the blacks down a little bit farther in a different way. For now, we're going to do this. You can always come in here. Look at that. So now we can make it look not so much like it's the things, but like maybe she can't do her makeup right. You know what I mean? Remember, Maniacs. When you have a theme, you gotta kind of stick with it. So we're gonna do this. Take that. Gone. 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 Just everything gone. So let's see if this is something. Is there a top here? The thing is, Maniacs, right? We don't want the outfit to actually appear like there's too much thought put into it. Like, we need it to look good, right? But you'd think if it was Maniacs, it doesn't matter what you're wearing, right? You put this on, and this is how it is, and this is... Okay, hold on. color if we went... Let's make this black. Now, you see the black doesn't exactly look right. And neither does this. So let's... So look, we got two blacks here. I like how that is, but now we can go in here and change the materials. So if that was leather, which would make sense, this fourth material would be metallic. And then this third material could be a cloth. And don't pay too much attention to what the words are, like metallic. You're looking for the right textures. So I think that one goes against the grain enough. Now we take this. I can't remember where it's at. It's been a while since we've done any Maniac things. The thing is if you don't like how your wrestler looks, how many times are you going to book that wrestler to wrestle? You're going to book him a couple times, but how many times have we booked Tucker to wrestle? Should be clue number one. It's good, but it's just not the... I don't exactly see the point of having her wrestle right now. So I've never done this one, like this idea. Okay. You can take all these different graphics, right? Don't want it too much. But you can take all these different graphics and do some things. Man, thank you for putting that one out there, Eagle. Okay. But what we need to do is find the Maniacs. Need to find the Maniacs logo. If we could do that, that would be amazing. If you look at some of the graphics that I've downloaded, you can kind of get an idea on some of the stuff where we're trying to go. There's a lot of graphics in here we haven't seen yet. Okay, so there's Doom. I think the Maniacs is close to Doom. It's got to be right in here. Wow, I got another idea. See, I didn't know. I knew that I wanted to use... Where's the Maniacs logo at? I knew I wanted to use... There it is. These tattoos, right? But I didn't necessarily know on who. So, this is easy. The thing we need to stand out is that Maniac's logo. And so the thing that's not going to work is the thing that's behind it. So we agree, then we just get rid of that. So that's not going to work. So it's almost like she's got like a little Maniac shirt on the back end of it. Okay, let's accept that. Let's go to the lower body. No, thank you. Nope. Okay. We'll come back to that because now I want to see if we can. So I got these tattoos. It's like old pinup girl tattoos, and for some reason, I didn't know who I'd use them on, but it seems like Tekrid might be the one. One of them is right around here. Now, typically, we have not done colorful tattoos like this. So we see that's where the line is. So we're going to put her right there. Now this is where the opacity, whatever it is, really going to come into play. So now for now, let's take this idea and see if we can make that. That's interesting. Okay, clothing, upper body, left. Okay. Oh no, I kind of like that. Kind of like that. Now I almost think with tech. Ooh, what is this? For her, this seems to look like the thing, right? Huh. So if that is true, See, the problem is Tekren's little too, so you gotta find the right things. Like if you had something way too bulky. I say that, then I like this. So now we could take that, go to custom images. We don't have to go find the Maniacs logo anymore. Now we can go to currently used. Instead of putting it on that, we put it on the leg right here. Give it a little bit of embossing. Then for now we can take, and let's just copy that over. Of course. A horse is a horse, of course. One thing, again, we need to make just a video of what needs to be fixed. I think we've got enough video evidence of what needs to be fixed. Because now, look, with this, let's get some boots. Let's see if we can find the right boots. That is odd. I kind of like that. Okay, hold on. So if we took this main color, let's make that black. This color, of course, let's make that red. I like the white. That's fine. Material, it's got to be leather. This material, metallic, because we want it to be silver. Oh, we're getting closer. Okay, now let's go back to appearance. And so now we've toggled the appearance back on by hitting triangle. Let's look at the lower body. You would think Tekren would have, if she's in the Maniacs, right, you would think there'd be some tattoos going on. There we go. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Let's get the opacity right. Bring it on down. This should make some of you appreciate how long this stuff takes. This is why sometimes we can have like back-to-back streams, right? And then sometimes we cannot. Sometimes we got to fix some things and do some other things. Now, if you look at the clothing, you look at the lower body, I think we messed something up here in the color. Oh, it's because we can't change it. Okay. Touche. See, I'm already liking this better. Like, this isn't going to be the end-all, be-all. We're going to have to put more tattoos, and I think some of the tattoos will have the color on it. So that makes sense. Let's go head, though. Here's something else we haven't even really explored. What if we just get rid of that? What if we go into mass? Is there any kind of... That's freaky. Freaky! That looks like Alpha off of The Walking Dead. I've never put 2 and 2 together on that one, but... Oh, now we're getting somewhere. You always want to go through, like, you think you know what some of these masks are, right? But you want to go through and you want to check it against, because see, like, look, that mask looks cool on everybody. But this one is different. Nobody's got this mask. So what can we do with this? Can we, yeah? Step 1. Oh, yeah. And we haven't really used any... Yeah, and that's minus Dragunov. Dragunov's the only one that's ever had, and he's got these. The rest of them, we've never been able to exactly incorporate them into anything. Oh, and I guess the halo. Okay, so we don't need that. Okay. So we've still got the stuff, some stuff to do with the gloves. We still got some stuff to do with the tattoos, but I'm a much bigger fan of this. So let's look at this. You could almost look at them side by side right here because we have the entrance attire still. You know, if we took off the hood. Look at the difference between that. So sometimes if you don't like something, just back it all the way back out, take everything off of it, and start over with the new canvas. Remember, though, like if you got them a part of a faction or there's a theme or something that you're going after, you have to keep that in mind. Maniac's theme, right? So keep that in mind when you're doing it, because when you look at the one on the left, to me, it's almost like, okay, we've got kind of a ninja pirate vibe. It's not exactly Maniacs, you know what I mean? So anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's stream. But remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. We have a brand new goal of getting to 360 subscribers. We've hit the other two goals of 350 to 355. Now we're on 360. We got 2 subscribers in the last stream, which is amazing. Normally, I wouldn't really focus on this because that's not what it's about. But the thing is, in order for us to go and make better and better and better stuff, we got to keep growing. We got to keep evolving. So, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss anytime we go live. And thank you to all of you, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.